My dear brothers and sisters, the personality of our Imam, our beloved Imam, Imam Zayn al-Abidin alayhi salam, the fourth Imam of Ahlul Bayt, is such a unique personality. We can talk on and on and on about how great this man was, how caring and loving he was toward the poor and the needy. We can talk about his great personality as far as being so tolerant towards others. Examples that really can astonish us on how this man was capable of implementing Islamic principles through his own behavior, through his own action. History tells us that one day a man looks at the Imam alayhi salam and he uses all the bad words, obscene words against the Imam alayhi salam. All the bad words you imagine in the dictionary. He attacks the Imam verbally before a group of supporters and followers, many of which were so offended by this man's audacity to attack the Imam alayhi salam. Everybody loves this man. Everybody respects this man, Imam Zayn al-Abidin. Why this guy is attacking him? And when some people attempted to teach the man a lesson, the Imam asked his followers to back off. And the Imam alayhi salam answers all these verbal attacks. He answers his attacker with one sentence only. And this should serve, my dear brothers and sisters, as a great lesson for us all, for me, for you, on how to react when we are provoked by a misled person, by someone who is ignorant and doesn't know much about you. This is the way you treat him. The way the Imam alayhi salam reacted. The Imam says to the man, he says, if what you're telling, if what you're saying is true, then إن كان ما قلته صحيحا إن كنت صادقا فيما قلت غفر الله لي. If what you're saying is true, then may Allah forgive me for all these shortcomings that you are pinpointing. إن كنت صادقا فيما قلت غفر الله لي وإن كنت غير صادق فيما قلت غفر الله لك. And if what you're saying is not true, which is obviously not true, may Allah forgive you. May Allah forgive you. That's it. That's how the Imam reacted. Without being angry, without being reactionary, but without cursing and yelling and shouting and asking followers to go after the man. No. None of that happened. إن كنت صادقا فيما قلت غفر الله لي وإن كنت كاذبا غفر الله لك. The tolerance. This is the Imam of tolerance, the Imam of love. Where you can find a person who is so honorable, so loved by people, so popular, would react in such a beautiful way. He would not go down to his level. And this explains why people gravitated to the Imam alayhi salam. Why everybody at the time of the Imam loved him. To the point that when the king came to visit Mecca, Abdul Malik ibn Marwan, the caliph, came to Mecca to visit the Kaaba, and he intended to approach the black stone, Abdul Malik ibn Marwan, yet he is the king and caliph. He was not able to reach the black stone due to the crowd. It was so crowded. Nobody cared about the king. They had to set a chair for him. So waiting for the crowd to recede so he can go back to the black stone. Meanwhile, Imam Zayn al-Abidin, who was not a king, but he was the king of the hearts, not a king of a throne. He enters the masjid, and when people see him, they open the way for him so he can get to the black stone. A soldier, a bodyguard for Abdul Malik ibn Marwan, the king, saw this. How come people did not give access to the king himself, while they saw this man and they gave him access, and he immediately got to the black stone? He asked his master, he asked the king, who is this guy? With all your might and power, no one cared about you. No one gave you access to the black stone. Who is this guy who has no power, no might, no bodyguards? And he got access to the black stone immediately. Who is he? Abdul Malik, the king, knowing who the Imam is, he pretended he doesn't know who he is. He says, I don't know who he is. Now, the poet, who happened to be almost a spokesperson for the king, he was on his payroll, on Abdul Malik ibn Marwan payroll. He decided to set the record straight. He was being paid by Abdul Malik to compliment and praise Abdul Malik. The poet decided to set the record straight and tell Abdul Malik who this guy is. هذا الذي تعرف البطحاء وطأته والبيت يعرفه والحل والحرم هذا ابن خير عباد الله كلهم هذا التقي النقي الطاهر العلم إذا رأته قريش قال قائلها إلى مكارم هذا ينتهي الكرم يكاد يمسكه عرفان راحته ركن الحطيم إذا ما جاء يستلم يغضي حياء ويغضى من مهابته فلا يكلم إلا حين يبتسم ما قال لا قط إلا في تشهده لولا التشهد كانت لاؤه نعم هذا ابن فاطمة إن كنت جاهله بجده أنبياء الله قد ختموا وليس قولك من هذا بظائره العرب تعرف من أنكرت والعجم. Praising the Imam, talking about who he is, a man of integrity, a man of decency, Imam of courage and piety. So much so that the king was so upset. He asked his guards to imprison the poet Al-Farazda.